this actually changed the entire way in which we taught exercise physiology, the way we taught in exercise science textbooks that carbohydrates were essentially becoming essential in the mindset of scientists for performance. Now, that got to the point where you see these graphs called the crossover point, which is this idea that as you're, let's say you were just standing here, you're sitting there, Nick, I'm standing here, or we go for a walk. We through these technologies of being able to detect how much fat and carbs we're burning, these gas masks that detect oxygen and carbon dioxide, we were seeing that you'd utilize more fat at lower intensities, and at much higher intensities, you were utilizing more carbohydrates. This is really the nail in the coffin, so to speak. That okay, you are utilizing way more carbohydrates at these higher intensities. And when we think about elite level athletics, they're performing extremely intense forms of exercise. All said, that really reinforces this idea that, man, you need carbohydrates not only to perform, but you need them to do forms of intense exercise. And there was these studies in 2017 to 2021 in Olympic athletes, race walkers, where they put people on diets that were absent in abundance in carbohydrates, these ketogenic diets. And what they were finding is, if you put these athletes on these short-term diets, 5 days to 3 weeks, they were performing worse. Now, not a lot, 2% is what they were doing. They were only seeing a marginal reduction, but that got a lot of attention because 2% in elite level Olympic athletics is first versus second place.
We're measuring all of these things and we're discovering all these things. And that gives exercise scientists and athletes the mindset of, okay, you need to have a lot of carbohydrates to fuel the energy needed for, especially the big bursts of energy needed for high intensity exercise, especially if you're, a professional athlete or an Olympian or something like that.